Hey there, I'm Zach Beach. Welcome to another Deal Structure Sunday. If you're enjoying these videos, please go ahead and subscribe as we bring you a deal structure each and every Sunday. There's some background to this deal that I wanted to catch you up on. This is actually our second tenant buyer. Unfortunately, our first tenant buyer, which we put through our strict process like we do with everyone else, but unfortunately we can't predict everything. I believe these tenant buyers were going through a divorce or a breakup, so they're not able to afford the property separately. So this is our second tenant buyer, so we are making a pivot here. Actually, our first tenant buyer, we're only in the property for roughly 6 months. So there was some small profit that was originally collected by them, but we also have to account here for vacancy. We had to still continue to make the payments each and every month and take care of the property, which is important for you to realize. So make sure every single time you collect your non-refundable deposit, you're treating this as a business and you're putting aside some money in reserves in case you have a vacancy and you're not stressing. So we're actually able to receive just a loan from the tenant buyers being in the property, about $3,500 in principal pay down. I'm going to use in this deal structure, I'm going to use the original numbers, but I just want you to be thinking. So it's roughly $3,500 in principal pay down plus we received about $6,000 up front as a non-refundable deposit. Didn't love that, but the reason why we accepted these buyers is because we had a really good plan going throughout their term. So let's dive right on into it. Now you got some background. We're going to call this deal 152 Fitch. Okay, so we purchased the property at $220. The monthly is $1,739. That may seem high to you. It's because there's a first and a second. We don't always take on both mortgages. If there wasn't enough spread in the game, which you're going to see there isn't a ton. If I were to take a step back and reevaluate this deal, I would have had the seller subsidize the second. That way we had a nice spread. I kind of let my principles get ahead of my ego there, and she was a very nice lady. So unfortunately, but fortunately, I'm helping this nice seller, but we're not able to create a great spread here. So we got it for 36 months. We then sold the property for $259 for 24 months because we had roughly 28 months left in our agreement. So we sold it for 24 months and we sold it at roughly like $1,800. I'll give you exact numbers, but it's just over $1,800 a month. As you can see, the spread is not very big. Our spread is $69, so just above that. So we got a non-refundable deposit of $19,000. The seller came in with roughly $10,000 down, and over the next 24 months, they're going to accumulate the rest of the $9,000. Payday number 2, we're getting about $69 a month. And that's times the 24 months equals $1,654. So not a huge spread here, right? But a deal's a deal. And then when we get to the end, you'll see that still a nice total here. Okay, so there's a principal on the property. So we're jumping into payday number 3. Principal pay down on this is $445 per month. So just almost about $450 a month, and then you're going to times that by the 24 months, giving you a total in principal pay down of $10,680. And then we'll continue on payday number 3. As you know, they're more than likely with these deals, there's additional premium, meaning when you buy the property from the seller, you're going to sell it at a premium. When you take in the non-refundable deposit, usually there's still a spread in that premium left over. So we bought it for $259. We're going to subtract what, I'm sorry, we sold it for $259. We bought it for $220. So we're going to subtract the $220 from the $259. We're then going to subtract the non-refundable deposit that we already accepted, which is $19,000, giving us a total back-end spread of $20,000. Just to go back, so you got $259, what you sold it for, what you bought it for $220. So you subtract that, subtract the non-refundable deposit you're already collecting, giving you a back-end spread, still a premium of $20,000. So let's run this through for a total. So you're going to take pay number one of the $19,000. You're then going to take our spread of $1,600. You're going to add that to the principal pay down of $10,680 plus the back end premium of $20,000, giving you a total of $51,336. As you can see, there was a couple of nuances with this deal, almost like some sacrifices there. I always like to, again, put my principles ahead of always the economics associated with this deal. This lady was super, super nice. We noticed that we had a deal. Wasn't the absolute best deal in the world, but we were able to help a seller. We were able to help a great family, a mother and a daughter now that are entering the property now. So, there's a win-win for everyone. We're able to create some nice profits, help out a seller, help out a buyer, and, and everyone wins. So if you have any questions, please go ahead and comment below or share this if you've got some value out of it. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.